How's it going? My name is Zach Romowski. I'm going to make my presentation today about how to make a Google Slide presentation. So for a lot of people, especially with finals coming up, chances are you're probably going to have to make a Google Slide presentation or whatever other presentation site that you would like to use, but my preference is typically Google Slides. I've used it a lot, so I know a good amount about it. So what you're going to want to do to get there, obviously you're on the Google home screen, you're going to want to click this Google Apps button up here, and this will bring you to all the different apps available. You'll just click the slides. From there, you'll see that there's a couple different templates that you can choose from. So if there's anything that you might be doing, like let's say for instance a interview or a thank you card, a science project, something like that, you already have these pre-built templates that you can use. Especially, so this is kind of nice too. These are for the MCC. So if you're enrolled at MCC, you can use those. And then there's also the general ones that you can look around and you can use these. So you don't have to kind of create your own. But if you do want to make your own, you just hit blank presentation. Over here, we have the layout, or themes, sorry. You can go over to the themes and you can kind of change it how it looks. So you can make it a little bit fancy. I'm just going to put it to the normal one right now. So how to make a Google slide presentation. Sweet. Now with that, this is the title. Typically you can change these by just clicking on it, so you can adjust the size of the box by just sliding it. If you want to make it longer, you can do that. If you want to make it taller, you can do that as well. Or if you want to rotate it for whatever reason, if you're trying to make something look cool, you can do it like that. Same thing with Google Docs. You go up to the top, you can change the size of the font, change the fonts, highlight it, underline it, change the color of it. You can still center it and do all that cool stuff. So you still have a lot of options that you can do with it. With that, if you want to make more slides, you can either insert and do a new slide or do the shortcut Control M. So all you have to do is select the actual slide over here on itself. So see how it's highlighted blue right now? Just Control M and you can spam that. You can create however many you'd like, or you can hit the backspace button and delete them away. Now let's say for instance you wanted to add a cool background. I'm going to choose, I already picked up this one. It's a nice scenic background. I'm just going to download this really quickly. You can go to background and you can either change the color of it. So if you want to make it blue, you can do that. We're going to put it back to white. Or you can choose an image. So there's the photo that I had. Boom, there you go. You can do a cool background. Obviously this one isn't the best quality, but you can pick better ones. If you want to reset it, you can just hit reset. Or you can add to theme, which would be up here. So you could change that up as well. Another interesting feature about Google Slides is you can add tables and whatnot. So over here you have diagrams. You can come over here, just select them, and you can change them. So oops, didn't mean to do that. You can actually move these around as themselves, or you can just put it back. But you can go in here, you can select a box. So let's say you're trying to do some sort of science report. You could type in how many, or like a survey, do you like pizza? You can either put in the check, you could say how many people did it, whatever it might be. I'm going to delete all of this really quickly. Or you can do a different one, so you can do like a statistic chart. So 45% of people said they like pizza, 28% said they like pepperoni on their pizza, and 36% said they like pineapple, something like that. So let's say I'm trying to delete this. You can always do the drag, so you drag it across, and that will select what you want to select. Backspace deletes it all, clears it away. Simple as that. Same thing's going to apply for, let's say, a chart. If you want to add some sort of chart, oops, you could throw that in there. You can adjust these however you would like. Or I can go over and do a diagram, same thing. Venn diagram, or whatever the tree charts, you can put in these. And then also you can do word art. So like let's say pizza, I can select that. Now you have some sort of interesting word art for your presentation. Another cool thing is you can add audio. So let me see if I can pull up an audio and I'll throw it in there for you guys. Alrighty, so I went ahead and I downloaded a YouTube video. And now what I did with that YouTube video is from my computer I put it onto my Google Drive, and from my drive I can access that. So for instance, I can click this. And now you have the option as to when either I'm presenting it, as soon as that goes to the slide, it will start playing it, or you click on it and it will play the sound. So I'm going to put it into the present mode. Sorry, I had some technical difficulties there. So, for instance, like let's say you get to this slide, you can click on it. Simple as that. Or you could pause it. You could adjust the volume on it. So if you want to make it quieter, you could do that. Perfect. So as you're going through it, boom, you can click on it. You get to your next slide. You can play the song, and you're good to go. So that's another. That is another interesting feature that Google Slides does have for you. Oops. And then these 3 dots. You can change the playback speed, make it a little bit faster, all that cool stuff. Another thing, you can also insert a video. So I don't have a video at the moment, but same thing, you put it into it, it'll show a big square. You can click on the video and it'll take you right to the video, and you can add that straight to your presentation. Other than that, those are some of like the more interesting cool ads that you can do. Not only that, but there's also the transitions. So if you want to transition from one slide to the other, for instance, we'll do this one as dissolve. You could change the speed of it. We'll put it into the present mode again. Oops. Apply that to all slides. See how it fades in like that. That will go to the next slide, so we'll play it again. Super cool feature. I know some people like to add those into it. Not only that, but you can also do it to individual images themselves. So while I'm doing it, you can do the arrow key or whatever button you are clicking to go to the next slide, and you can do that as well. These are kind of just the basics to Google Slide. There's tons of other cool stuff that you can discover and find inside of Google Slides themselves. So I hope this kind of lays a great baseline for you guys when you're making one of your final projects. And thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.